Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta, and we're joining you live from the CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Primetime Studio. The suspense finally ends. Gandhi's scion Rahul has decided to retain his mother Sonia's former seat, Raebareli, and leave Wayanad, which elected him as an MP for a second consecutive time. Now, Rahul's sister Priyanka Gandhi will make her electoral debut from Wayanad, contesting the by-polls there. With this, the longest-running will she, won't she debate of the Congress party is also coming to an end. Already delighted with the party's Lok Sabha performance, the decision has further boosted the morale of Congress cadre. A win for Priyanka, remember, would mean the presence of all three current Gandhi family members in parliament. Now, that's a double-edged sword for them, because Gandhi's also faced the dynasty first charge. In fact, we were told Priyanka was not fielded from UP earlier and Rahul contested on 2 seats again because they didn't want to send the signal that all Gandhis were going to be in parliament. Aside from that, the messaging from the Congress is clear. They do want that top face, which is clearly Rahul Gandhi, to focus more on UP and the Hindi heartland as it grants greater access to power in Delhi. But is it as simple as that? Ahead of UP 2027 state polls, can Congress build on the success it is finding in Lok Sabha elections, or are they over-calculating the impact they have had this time around in the crucial state of UP, given that it was largely SP that led them? In the past, when Congress fought alone, they have faced poor results. So, can Congress gain in the state of Uttar Pradesh under Rahul Gandhi as their big face now? We'll take that question to our guests in just a bit. Now, the question is whether this is really any uptick for the Congress in Uttar Pradesh or not. The record shows that when they have fought with Samajwadi Party, they have done a little bit better. And when they have fought alone in recent election cycles, they've not fared that well. So who's really boosting whom? So this is a look at the last 4 election cycles. So in the last assembly election, Samajwadi Party and Congress fought separately and the latter won only 2% of the vote share. SP did well comparatively, especially when you compare it to 2017 when both parties fought together and the SP tanked. In fact, one of the big reasons given for SP not doing that well in 2017 was that the Congress dragged it down. Now in the Lok Sabha cycles, Congress from 6% last time has improved its vote share to 9% this time. Under no circumstances can that be seen as a really dramatic improvement. It was the SP that was the real star, both in terms of vote share and seat share. Their vote share actually went up from 18% when they fought separately to 33% when they fought together, and there was only a minor bump for the Congress party. The other question is also, why not keep Priyanka Gandhi, who has actually worked in UP, in the state? Clearly, the Congress wants its bigger face Rahul to stay in the biggest state. But is that fair to Priyanka Gandhi? Priyanka has had a long history of working behind the scenes in Uttar Pradesh. In 2017, she played a key role when Congress and SP were struggling to find common ground. Now, mind you, that alliance was a disaster in terms of results, but she was certainly the Congress's hand on ground. In 2019, she was appointed as Congress General Secretary in Eastern Uttar Pradesh, and then a year later, when Jyotiraditya Scindia quit the party, she became the Congress's General Secretary in charge in Uttar Pradesh. 2022 State Assembly campaign, she led from the front. She was the face with the Ladki Hoon, Lad Sakti Hoon campaign. Again, that campaign failed, with the Congress winning just 2 seats after contesting 399. Most recently, in 2024, she became Congress's negotiator-in-chief, averting a crisis in Himachal Pradesh, for example. And Himachal, she was the one that managed the elections to begin with. She also doused political fires in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Punjab. And it is being said that it is her phone call with Akhilesh Yadav that sealed Uttar Pradesh Lok Sabha seat sharing deal. So she has a track record of working in Uttar Pradesh. While she may not have delivered electorally in Uttar Pradesh, she certainly has a bigger role that she has played in Hindi heartland. Now, obviously, the Congress feels it is essential for Rahul to stay in Raebareli, even though Wayanad has elected him for a second time. There are both pros and cons to this call. Let's just take a look at some of them. While Rahul giving up Wayanad counters the BJP's minority-dependent politics jibe that Rahul has faced ever since he picked this seat, it can also put the Congress on a path of collision or conflict with its partner Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, because essentially they're fighting for the state and both of them are fighting for the same pie. There is clearly more scope for Congress for an expansion in Uttar Pradesh than, let's say, in Kerala, where they have peaked already. But it's not as if UP is also a done deal. Like I said, Congress hasn't really shown with flying colours, and UP could behave very differently in assembly elections as it has in the past. This is a legacy seat for Congress's first family, the Rae Bareli seat. So clearly Rahul could not be seen as abandoning it, particularly because his mother vacated this seat for him. But his sister now fighting from the vacant Wayanad seat also strengthens the dynasty charge against the Gandhis. And finally, UP sends a signal for the top post ambitions. Clearly, Rahul Gandhi is being primed for that role again. He has been Congress president in the past, but as I said earlier, it also raises the issue of merit within the Congress party, because it overlooks Priyanka's work on the ground in the state of Uttar Pradesh. With that, the big question we're asking today is simply this: with this call finally having been made, can the Congress really gain in the Hindi heartland and more particularly in the state of Uttar Pradesh? That's coming up with our guests in just a bit.
मैं भी पीरियोडिकली वायनाड जाऊंगा और जो वायदे हमने वायनाड को किए थे उनको हम पूरा करेंगे.
All I'll say is that I won't let them feel his absence. As he said, he'll come many times with me.
Priyanka ji will win with a big majority from Wayanad.
There is a vast difference between Congress and BJP. No family owns BJP.
Let's go across to our guests joining us. Neeti Jain is from the BJP, Henry Austin from the Congress Party, Daniel Francis is a political analyst with us. Also Pradeep Bhati, spokesperson, Samajwadi Party is with us. In fact, Pradeep, I want to begin with you. How do you look at this move from Congress Party to keep Rahul Gandhi in Uttar Pradesh? You know, he's their big face. Clearly the party feels they have more growth in Uttar Pradesh. How does this affect politics in Uttar Pradesh plus your alliance with the Congress Party?
Thank you and good evening to all. I think Prime Minister Modi will be most relieved man after hearing that Priyanka Gandhiji is going to Wayanad, not to Varanasi. So definitely, what if you see the
How will she go to Varanasi? Varanasi elections are already done and dusted.
I mean, she starts working there, and probably what you have seen in the last result, Prime Minister Modi's margin of winning has reduced to 4.5 lakh.
I'll give you time, but I find it very interesting you're drawing a parallel with Varanasi, even though I'm talking about Raebareli and Wayanad. Why is the Congress Party giving this relief to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, mind you? Can I get some clarity on that? Why are they doing this?
It's up to Mrs. Gandhi and Congress leadership to decide where she wants to contest the elections,
Right.
by-elections. Samajwadi Party, being the single largest party, is more concerned about and its bound duty of Samajwadi Party's MPs to raise all the concerns and issues which are being denied in last 10 years, whether it's Varanasi all over or all entire UP. So we are looking for those issues which are really pertaining to the people.
I get that. Your politics is primarily in Uttar Pradesh and you've done really, really well, more than anybody gave you a chance for in these elections. So are you sensing a bit of conflict or a bit of healthy competition from the Congress Party? Because Congress Party also clearly feels they have room to grow.
No, I don't take it in that way. We have fought elections in 2017 also, but it doesn't make much difference when we are coming together it makes a difference. When we are fighting alone, probably we are bringing both the powers together and making more sense and putting Uttar Pradesh to the center stage in the entire nation. So where if we see that we have a dynamic and a charismatic leader in Uttar Pradesh as Akhilesh Yadav ji, and with joining of Congress, definitely it is going to help not only the people of the state but to all the sections or all the caste and creeds
So
in Uttar
can
Pradesh.
I know there's some time to go, but can I take it for granted as it stands that SP and Congress are fighting the next state elections in UP together?
See that both the party leadership has to decide, because we take it on election basis. So let's wait for that, and till that time comes, we'll definitely share that with you.
Okay, so I think there's enough to read between the lines there. Let me go across to Henry as well, the Congress representative. Henry, why this decision for Priyanka to fight from Wayanad now? She could have fought from, Raebareli or Amethi if she was willing to make the electoral debut. In fact, I remember very clearly Congress insiders were saying, oh, but you can't have 3 Gandhis in parliament. That will send a very wrong message. What happened now? Why the change?
Well, the common refrain, Shivani, earlier was that Rahul was choosing a safe minority-dominated seat by retaining Wayanad. So now when he has chosen to stay in the battle in the Heartland state of UP, I don't think we should be complaining about it. And I think it's an interesting perspective that CNN is putting forth, that Congress is trying to challenge the SP in the state politics.
Are you not?
That's not the debate at all.
Are you not?
Certainly not. Certainly not. That's not the issue here. The issue here is that with Sonia Gandhi vacating the parliamentary post, Priyanka Gandhi is primed to actually take a prominent role in the parliament also, because she is also a fighter, and not only that, she's an astute politician at that. And in parliament, I think it will, with Rahul ji as well as Priyanka both joining hands in the parliament, it will be a double barrel gun against Modi. And that is what is more important.
Okay, no,
Because
fair enough. But if I just stick to this decision, I'll come back to how it will look like if Priyanka Gandhi was to win. But you're saying that this is about the fact that, both of them will be together. They will be double engine, as people are calling it, in parliament of the
Double
Gandhis.
barrel.
Yeah? Double
Not
engine
double
as well.
engine. No double engine for Congress.
But, the question that arises is that Priyanka Gandhi has done most of her politics in Uttar Pradesh. She is General Secretary in charge of the state. Wouldn't it have made better sense for her to stay in that state? Why are you, shipping her off to Wayanad?
Let me just rephrase in a different manner. If you look at Rahul Gandhi's progression as a politician of national repute, the last 2 years, we have seen a metamorphosis in his stature as a national leader. After the Bharat Jodo Yatra, he has made inroads into the heartland of India as well, with both the Bharat Jodo Yatras. And that has actually been shown a significant improvement in Hindi heartland states as far as the Congress faction is concerned. So it's not just UP alone, but in other states also. If you look at Punjab, if you look at Haryana, if you look at Maharashtra, in the west as well as in the north, Congress has made really good progress. And we would largely accredit that to the Bharat Jodo Yatra that Rahul Gandhi did, as well as to the dynamic India coalition, which was formed before the election.
Okay.
So for us, it makes sense that Rahul Gandhi is at center stage in the heartland of India, fighting the politics of Congress in the heartland of India. And as far as the South is concerned, the Congress as well as the India formation has done exceedingly well in the South. So we need a leader to take care of our business in the South also, because with Rahul ji more entrenched in the North Indian politics, I think it would be fair to assume that if we have a leader of the stature of Priyanka coming down to South, especially in a state like Kerala, where we are a dominant force, the secular democratic forces will be much more strengthened. We have a national leader like
No, I get all of that, but then it does raise the question that I raised, and you found it interesting that I'm raising that question. You want to keep your big face Rahul Gandhi in Hindi heartland in Uttar Pradesh. That is a direct challenge to Akhilesh Yadav, no, within the India alliance, if that alliance was to be for state polls as well. I'll revisit that question in just a bit. Neeti wants to come in. Yes, Neeti.
So first of all, Shivani, I think all the big talk that the Congress party is doing about Priyanka Gandhi today, that she is an astute politician, she's a fighter. why was she not given a ticket originally for the 2024 elections? Was she not a fighter then? Or is it just a scapegoat that you're finding to retain or give a perception of retaining both the seats? If she was such a fighter, she has been working in UP, why did she not fight from Raebareli and let Rahul Gandhi fight from Wayanad and retain his seat? That would have been a lot easier. So to come out today and go gaga over Priyanka Gandhi or Priyanka Vadra being a fighter, I think you failed to realize that she was a fighter. The SP spokesperson said, had she fought, she would have defeated Modi ji. So bhaiya kisne aapko mana kiya tha? Who told you not to give her the ticket? I think that is where you did not realize that she had the chance at fighting. Now you are bringing her in because Rahul Gandhi needs to escape again from Wayanad. And this is what the Congress party does. This is not the first time that a Congress member fought from South and then left that seat and came to UP.
Okay.
Indira Gandhi did this, Sonia Gandhi did this, and now Rahul Gandhi has done this. And probably tomorrow Priyanka Gandhi will also do this.
Daniel, I want to understand how you feel about this because, you know, there are a couple of charges coming in against the Congress party with this choice. Of course, it is anybody's decision to retain, fight from anywhere to begin with, to retain if they fought from 2 seats and 1. And there are obviously dynamics that will be at play. But how does it look that Rahul Gandhi vacates the seat he won for a second consecutive time and his sister steps in? I mean, this is once again reminder of the fact that the more things change, they remain the same. It is the Gandhis who are, you know, the top dogs in the Congress party and nothing else changes. Everything else just keeps revolving around them. Because there is a question of what has Priyanka Gandhi done to merit this ticket as a bipole after her brother has won from Wayanad. It's not like she has proven her electoral mettle.
I think the political parties dogfight aside, I sincerely feel that to assume a Congress or imagine a Congress without the Gandhis is going to be very difficult. Even at the lowest of its point in 2014, the Congress can't be imagined without the Gandhis. That is one part, and I think somewhere there's a smartness in doing what they've done, because if Priyanka and Rahul were contesting during the Lok Sabha, the focus would have been on the family and the dynasty issue. So they allowed Rahul Gandhi to take the lead and keep the focus on the issues that he was raising, kept Priyanka at the background, and are bringing her smartly from the back door, you call it, whatever it is. Also sending a strong message to Wayanad that you are not my backup. I'm sending my sister, I'm sending a family, I'm sending a Gandhi, where Congress is very popular. And I'm sure people of Wayanad will enjoy that Priyanka Gandhi is their representative. Coming to your point, the more the things have changed, the more things have been constant. They are not going to change in that sense. But yes, the Congress has started showing signs of bit of a revival.
In UP, do you think? I ran the numbers about Uttar Pradesh. That's the second big question that comes to mind. Is the Congress overestimating what it had managed to do on its own in Uttar Pradesh? Let's run those numbers again, because it's not as if they've set the stage alight in Uttar Pradesh.
I will tell you one thing. Imagine the BJP winning 2 seats in 1984 and in 1989 winning 5 or 10 seats in Uttar Pradesh, or any other part of the country. From 2 seats to 88 seats, won't we look at it as a revival? From 44 to 99, yes, there is a revival. A few states, yes, there's a revival. The India Alliance working, yes, there's a revival. Can't underestimate any party. You should not underestimate any party.
No, I'm just looking at the numbers. Once again, Dalian, it's an interesting proposition what you make. In fact, I have always maintained that a lot of people wrote the eulogy for the Congress party, and that's never to be wise when it comes to politics. That's not the point here. The point is we're talking about a state where the Samajwadi party was the star, not the Congress party. Where the Samajwadi party won the seats and the greater vote share. So what is it that the Congress is celebrating and wanting to build upon in Uttar Pradesh that you think is such green shoot material for them?
I am the same argument can go for the BJP, and somebody say that you have not crossed the halfway mark and you are celebrating. Every party has a right to celebrate its victories. winning Amethi is a cause of cheer and celebration. It sends. I'm not saying this because I think it has sent a certain message that Rahul has been able to deliver. Some revival is happening. There, not full credit, but the India alliances are working on the ground. We had all written them off. We saw it in Maharashtra. We saw it in Uttar Pradesh. Phenomenal performances. No problem about that. But Priyanka may, for the opposition, Priyanka may be family and dynasty. But for Congress, it's enthusiasm. For Congress, it is revival. For Congress, it is hope.
Okay.
For
So,
Congress, it is one more of this. So a Congress party that was, sagging and lagging behind, and a tired leadership of Sonia Gandhi, a tired leadership of Kharge, Rahul in the north, Priyanka in the south. Let's wait and watch. May not be a bad idea.
no, I'm not suggesting it's a bad idea. I do see why the Congress has done so, but I'm just wondering whether they're over-assuming what Rahul from Uttar Pradesh can achieve.
Long way to go in celebration. Long way to go in being happy.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued. I'm certainly intrigued how the Priyanka and Rahul combination in the parliament, a parliament that has a sizable representation of opposition, is going to perform.
Okay.
What will be the impact?
Pradeep, I want to come back to you because you hear Daniel Francis, and again the issue is exactly the same, that the focus is now Rahul Gandhi, or the focus are the Gandhis. So that takes away from the Samajwadi Party's spotlight or Akhilesh Yadav's moment of glory.
I think Shivani, you have to try hard again to we and Congress to bring us into a fight. Whether on the other hand, we are saying that we are making 1 and 1 as 11, and we'll again focus on the issues of Uttar Pradesh. Gandhi family, or whether it's Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he was always here in Uttar Pradesh. So I don't think why you want to hide this. But
Not
no
really. Once he lost from Amethi last time around and went to Wayanad, he wasn't really seen much on ground in UP.
We have seen a lot of leaders, big leaders who have lost their elections in the past also, whether it's Vajpayee or whether it's Vajpayee.
No, but their connect to, let's say, a state like Uttar Pradesh was very different to Rahul Gandhi's connect. Rahul Gandhi didn't maintain that connect in Uttar Pradesh. In fact, it was his sister who was doing the work, and I'm crediting her with doing that work in Uttar Pradesh. Even in these elections, she's the one who camped in Amethi and Raebareli, not Rahul Gandhi.
Thanks to you that you're saying that India Alliance people are doing work in Uttar Pradesh. What about Prime Minister who has been elected for last 10 years in Uttar Pradesh and still wondering what new extra benefit or prerequisites he has given to Uttar Pradesh? What being elected from Uttar Pradesh, all the sections, whether it's the marginalized class, and everybody is still wondering what he is bringing to Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
Instead of that, he is bringing all the issues like paper leaks, like unemployment, like farmers issue. These issues are important, and Prime Minister has done nothing to bring Uttar Pradesh to the top position. Instead of that, Uttar Pradesh is the state which is second last in per capita income. So from last 10 years, what BJP government has done.
Okay, no, fair enough. We'll get into UP election mode when we get into UP election mode. 2027 is some months to go. Yes, Niti wants to come in. Niti, BJP will also have to contend with the fact that the India Alliance did well. The India Alliance did well in UP. You've got both the SP and the Congress who seem to be gelling well, at least as it stands, to contend with in UP now. And you've got to work harder. And that's only good in politics, right? Some competition. So far, it was seeming like one-way traffic.
As BJP, we never shy away from working harder. We always say we fight to win, and sometimes we lose, and that is okay. We will figure out what happened. But to answer your question, the earlier question, I think the Congress party, wherever it fought alone against the BJP, they did not make a significant difference. Be it Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, probably they got one seat this time, Delhi. They did not open their accounts. They have been riding on their allies.
No, but Rajasthan and Haryana you forgot very conveniently.
Rajasthan and Haryana is there, but most of the states that I'm talking about, they did not open an account. So to be over enthusiastic about that fact that अब हमारा revival हो गया है, and especially UP, most of the UP is based on Samajwadi Party and the kind of misinformation that they spread across the campaigning. So that somehow stick, and that is what we are going to work on. But again, like I said, the work that has been done. Also, you were talking about Rahul Gandhi not visible in UP. He was neither visible in Wayanad. Not one question was asked about Wayanad in the parliament. Representative that he is has been known by all. So this person is not active on ground. He is not active in the parliament. So I don't know what kind of revival if the Congress cannot do without the Gandhis. I think it is Congress's luck, good or bad. I think that's what you have to decide. But that in no way is about the BJP. The BJP's vote share, the BJP's work for 10 years. We have gone to the people with that, and we intend to keep doing that. We intend to keep doing the work. One last point, the Samajwadi Party spokesperson said the work that has been done, sir, infrastructure dekh lijiye, tourism dekh lijiye, no matter what you talk about, the kind of investment that has gone in UP during the Modi government, the law and order situation has improved. And I'm telling you only about Banaras, 11,500 crores only on tourism, 45,000 crores on the development project, 13,000 crore on infrastructure project, and this is only Banaras. So यूपी में क्या हुआ है वो देखने के लिए आपको आंखें खोलनी पड़ेंगी, थोड़ा दिमाग भी खोलना पड़ेगा, because the work that has been done in UP by the Modi government, you cannot compare that with whatever the previous governments have done.
Okay, I want to go across to Henry one more time. So Henry, are we to assume that we are back to the time when Rahul Gandhi is going to be, I mean, many believed he was already the de facto head of the Congress party, even though he gave up the Congress presidency, and Mallikarjun Kharge was elected after much fanfare of an election within the Congress party for the first time in many years. But are we to assume that now, you know, any questions over Rahul Gandhi, how much has he delivered for the Congress party, are all over? And it is going to be about Rahul Gandhi and his leadership for the Congress, let's say for the next 4 to 5 years?
The elections are all a case-by-case study, actually. You cannot make predictions of as to how things are going to pan out in the future elections. Because in the state elections, the politics is different. Central elections, the politics is different. So this time, actually, the India coalition has done smart work. You have to admit to that, because nobody gave us the chance. But we have done exceedingly well. If you look at the opinion polls and the channels and the popular mandates which are debated in all the channels, where are we? But the results showed us different. So obviously we got something right. You got to admit that. And I'm surprised that.
So how much of that? No, you got something right is fair. But how much of it is Rahul Gandhi's credit?
May I just complete one point? I'll just complete that point and then come across to this. I was hearing with surprise about Niti concerned about Congress depending too much on allies. What is the BJP doing? Are they in a position to form a government on their own? They are also very much dependent on two allies. Otherwise, there's no government in place. So allies and coalitions are the way forward. That is the reality of Indian politics. And if you coming back to your question on Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has always been center stage in as far as Congress politics is concerned. We have never made it known that Rahul is sidelined. See, as far as Khargeji's role is concerned, as far as Rahul Gandhi's role is concerned, there is a well-defined parameter which is set inside the party.
Okay,
Khargeji
fair enough.
is in charge of the party organization.
Fair enough.
And the parliamentary affairs, Rahul Gandhi is our central face. There is no question about that.
Yeah, Niti, very quickly.
No doubt about that.
Niti, very quickly.
No, so these people are talking about forming a government with allies. That is completely different. I'm talking APA state elections, if you're fighting with SP or not, you're not able to say that. How is that an alliance? In Kerala, you have you're fighting against the left. In other states, you are with the left. Ye kaisa alliance? And that is my point. If we have allies,
Niti, may I just remind you, horses for courses. Our politics will be different in each election. It depends on the election. That's what I said. State politics is different from central elections.
में हो या नहीं हो, ये convenience की politics है ना. This is the politics of convenience that you are fighting. You don't know who your allies are in what election. So this is a politics
we have
of
no
convenience.
Confusion as to who our allies
you may have succeeded.
Absolutely no
you
confusion.
may have succeeded
Only
in
the
what
BJP
you've
is
done,
confused.
but you have still no agenda. Your agenda is still an anti-Modi agenda. You're still not talking about anything else.
Okay. Can I just give the Samajwadi Party representative 30 seconds and I'll give Daniel the last word? Yes, Pradeep.
I think BJP spokesperson ये भूल गई है कि उनकी आंखें और दिमाग दोनों उत्तर प्रदेश ने खोल दिया है. और second thing she was talking about, she is not even aware about what Uttar Pradesh has come down to. Uttar Pradesh investment she is talking about, she is not even aware that the growth rate Uttar Pradesh is doing progress is much less than what Akhilesh Yadav's government is doing that. Third link, hang on ma'am, just have patience to hear me out. Hang on, patience. Hang on, ma'am. It's about people of Uttar Pradesh. It's not about when going to high
Is pretty
hang on for a second.
Because all you are interested in is still the Bahubalis, and that is where you go.
The per capita income
No,
of
you please,
Uttar Pradesh is second last, just above Bihar. That has Uttar Pradesh we have bring down Uttar Pradesh to that level. And here Pradhan Mantri is not talking about the progress and investments and the progress of Uttar Pradesh.
To this law and order question, and I will give you answers to everything else. The investment has come to UP. There is no denying that.
Okay. Like I said, we will get into UP election mode in just a bit. There is still some time for us to breathe. Let's just breathe after a very long election cycle and we'll get into election mode again. Yes, Daniel, my question to you finally is this. You know, ultimately when the UP elections do come around, or when we talk about UP politics, it's going to be BJP versus SP, right? Not so much BJP versus Congress. So how do you see this dynamic of Akhilesh Yadav wanting to be who he is, he's a former state chief minister, versus now the Congress wanting to pitch Rahul Gandhi as this entire Hindi heartland face for the Congress?
I don't think that the reading of the situation should be like that. Rahul retaining Raebareli and Priyanka retaining Wayanad has nothing
Not
to do
retaining,
with
not retaining, going to fight Wayanad.
Going to fight Wayanad is necessarily not what it is being drawn as conclusion. I really feel that if Rahul has to Rahul has not been able to prove himself in Uttar Pradesh in any way. The Congress as an organization, it has a vote share. When it comes in partnership with winnable candidates or winnable swings, it wins a certain amount of seats. But it has no organization. Beyond Raebareli, it has no organization as such. There was a certain wave in favor of the opposition, and that they have been able to capture that wave. That is very true. But if Rahul Gandhi has to become a leader of North India, he has to build organizations in Uttar Pradesh. He has to build organizations in Bihar.
Okay.
Which is I think a long shot for Rahul.
Yeah, and he's already been at it for some time. Let's not forget the fact that Rahul's got his opportunities and chances, and many within the Congress party and its insiders feel that actually Priyanka is more adept at dealing with that than Rahul Gandhi has. But is she getting a fair shot or not? Again, that's for the Congress party to decide. I leave it at that. I do thank our guests for joining us on our top story. Time for a very short break. On the other side, we'll get you more on the other big controversy we're tracking. That's, of course, around the NEET exams one more time. Is a retest for all necessary after some irregularities has come to light in this year's examination?